what do you people value? I'm thinking of seeking trading partners in Volquaston.
Do I know you? You look familiar. Could just be the spice...
Who? I don't know any Captain Fairies. And I sure don't know anything about it. Oh, the Captain. Scourge of the Sun. Destroyer of happiness and joy. Fine. Ha! Her and Analo got into a fight. About Malma scouts, yes. That was it.
Sway as we kiss. Come the morn she goes. I don't think I'll ever.
You're not with them. Quickly, get me... I didn't see them until I was almost on top of them. Their ships are all along the western shore. I'm sorry. Thank you.
will serve as an anchor point for my dark machine. When you destroy the next, this one will have returned.
Well, at least Tanamo is back. Good, reliable Tanamo. Where are the rest of them? Oh, this should be good. What? Seasickness? The biggest swells we hit wouldn't have made my old mother queasy. And half the trip he spent in the cabin, swilling that awful meat brew Bosma love. Stars above. What about Anala? Malmer? What kind of phantom fear is that? I expected better of Anala. The Malmer are no threat to Volkelgard. Well, Auriel, strike me blind. I'd best be getting out of here then. If we don't move quickly, they'll... Yes, that's all of them. Now let's see. If I toss Tanamo into a cabin and set sail today, I should just make Velen ahead of the news. Good luck, Drylegs.
Kindly step back. We have a situation here. Ah, help from the captain. Excellent. Inside, we've cornered a dangerous Mer. He's wanted by the Crown, has valuable information, and threatens to kill himself every time we approach the door. I need him alive. Just get in there and get him talking. Don't listen to what he says. He's half crazed. You get him talking, we move.
Get back! One step closer, and I'll cut my throat! Why should I trust you? Fine. Fine. Just don't try anything.
You're no god. Thank the stars. Quickly, we don't have much time. They're coming. I know you're just a distraction. Listen closely. Captain Astar, veiled Heritans. They're planning an assassination attempt on the Queen at the temple. They bribed members of her staff to get the speech moved here, where they can have the captain in their pocket. No. Only what I've seen and heard. Please, you must warn the Queen. She's in grave danger, and the...
Good work, citizen.
Traitors. Scum.
Shut your mouth. You're under arrest.
I live only to serve the Queen.
Sure you do. Baritale?
With pleasure.
Good work. Don't worry. He'll receive a fair trial. The captain is always very even-handed. Good call. We'll see that this man is taken to a cell. With respect, of course. I have to admit I'm impressed. Cool like the scales of Auriel you are. Good luck with the captain. She sent word. She's moved to protect the Queen. That'll be at the Manor House. Stars guide your steps now. The captain will want to hear about this.
Hold. I must speak with you. Ah, my errand runner. So good to see you again. Stop right there. On my authority as captain, you're under arrest. What's that in your pack? Deployment plans for the Marines at the temple. And do I smell the taint of poison on the air? These are the tools of an assassin.
Raz must admit, even he did not think we'd be seeing each other again so soon. How are you, my friend? He's here to help, as always. You may have noticed your new friend Phasion lies dead on the ground behind you. Raz knew Phasion well, as he thought he did Astanya. The captain happened. Phasion and Raz worked together as agents of the Queen. Phasion was not willing to give up secrets, and so now Phasion is dead. You will soon be free. But as on the island, Raz must ask your aid. You must warn the Queen and her battle reeve. The captain will attempt to murder the Queen at the temple. You must get past the captain's men. Seek out another of Our Lady's agents, Esheba. She stands watch in the marketplace, peddling her wares. Ask her for a souvenir of the First Marines, and she will set you on your path. Now, out of here. Save the Queen. This one imagines you have some questions. What can Raz tell you? You have this one's apologies. He was looking for Phasion. It is a happy accident for us both that you could be saved. You escaped the cell, and Razumdar's new plan to warn the Queen moves forward. It is somewhat embarrassing, but this one's face is known to some of the royal court. If Razumdar were to approach, they would know something is amiss. You, a new face in a Marine's uniform, they would suspect nothing. Is there anything else this one can convey? Yes, as did Phasion. He told you true. We are the eyes of the Queen. We are few, and we stick to the shadows. But we have the honor of being the Queen's most trusted agents. The Battle Reeve is fiercely loyal. He believes his Marines are immune to manipulation, like newly forged steel blades. But Razumdar knows better than most how quickly stains can set in. They don't think we need the Dominion to survive. They think the Queen is making a mistake, elevating the Bosmer and Khajiit to be equals with the High Elves. Racists, isolationists, and general idiots. Yes. Do you go around admitting your dark secrets to strangers? Raz knows you know how to keep a secret. This one's service to the Queen is an honor and a privilege, but not something he brags about in island bars.
Esheba has just about anything you could. Is that so? Don't be shy. What? Yes. Esheba has that. The perfect thing to suit your needs. A wise purchase, then. Very beneficial. Please take it from the chest here, just behind me. If you see our mutual friend again, be sure to give him this one's best.
Explain yourself. What are you doing here? Razumdar. Yes, I know the name. You haven't answered my question, though. We've taken every precaution. The whole area is locked down. Watch Captain Estonia assured me. The guard, Captain? Absurd!
A moment, Anselmo. I would hear what this one has to say.
Queen Irene, I fear for your safety. Please disregard what was said, just—
Razumdar was mentioned. He acts on my behalf. If you won't investigate, I will.
Apologies, my queen. As you will. You are a capable woman. But you must be wary. You, come with me. We'll investigate the temple together. Mara, be merciful. What's happened here?
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I tried to stop them. Watch out. On the balcony. It's Estonia. It's a trap!
Anselmo, I see you've met my latest toy.
Estonia? Traitor! Come down here and face me!
Our queen has betrayed us. I wanted her head. I'll settle for yours. Kill them.
So be it, Estonia.
It's not over yet, Battle Reeve. The Dominion won't last. The Veiled Heritance will see to that.
The Dominion will last long after your corpse cools. Now come down here and face your death!
Incompetence. I'll have to take care of you myself.
We need to report back to the Queen. Let's get out of here.
Well, what did my protectors find? Astanya, I can't believe it. No doubt Aselmo will triple his watch. She truly... Betrayal. She turns against her people after years of service, and she spoke of my betrayal? She obviously could not be trusted. But you have proven your worth. The Marines are blunt instruments. A queen must have a lighter touch. You've met Razumdar, first in the eyes of the Queen. Would you join him? Become an elite agent for the good of the Dominion? Excellent. By what power I hold, I name you an agent in my employ. You are now an Eye of the Queen, bonded to my service. Auriel keep you safe, and Zarxis guard your words. Now to look to larger things. I must cement my position and continue my tour of the Isle. I must make for the ancient site known as Tanzelwil. Normally, a new monarch communes quietly with the dead. We're supposed to show willingness to heed the wisdom of our ancestors. As you saw today, my reign so far has been anything but normal. I worry there will be complications, and the presence of my newest eye would assuage that worry. Make your way to Tanzelwil at your own pace. Seek out my entourage when you arrive. They'll be able to direct you to me. And good luck to us both on the road. As you wish. I'm not sure I know much more than you at this point. I wish I could say yes. Astanya got closer than anyone else has. Subverting a watch captain. I can't believe they'd be so bold. An end to the Dominion. They want me to step down, to appoint their own regent, for everyone not of high elven descent to leave the Summerset Isles. The list goes on and on. They're racists, high elven supremacists with no understanding of the real world. Short-sighted misanthropes with delusions of grandeur. Bastard throwbacks that should crawl back beneath their rock. Oh, thank Auriel. Someone who's not too blinded by my crown to ask a real question. Apologies. Of course I'd be happy to chat. What would you like to know? Huh. Have you heard some of the rumors? My exploits have been greatly exaggerated, I can assure you. Except the story about the bear. That one's true. My father, King Hidalith of Alinor, passed on to Aetherius. He was a good man. as is my brother, Naaman. I returned to take my father's place because my lifetime of experience has prepared me, honed me to be the ruler we need. To be blunt, the Altmer are too few. Together with the Wood Elves and Khajiit, we have the iron will, the strength of arms, and the depth of character to solve the problems facing Tamriel. I do. I spent years traveling the face of Nirn. The alliance we've forged is the strongest in the world. I spent months working with the Main and the Tree Thanes to create this dominion of ours. I'm very proud of it. No. Raz and I met while I was traveling many years ago. We met in Wayrest. Or was it Whiterun? Something with a W. The story's a long one and involves a drunken schoolmarm and a purple velvet dress.
Hear now the lesson of the Divine Body.
There you are, Vestige. We must speak at once. Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet me there. I awoke upon a sandy shore, a stretch of beach, outside a bustling city of elves, Vokelgard. The harborage is in a seaside cave outside the city. I hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige. Welcome to the harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events. Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part of the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions. The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the Dragon God, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. Varen Aquilarius, the son of a Colovian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Varen was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. Varen Aquilarius, the son of a Colovian duke. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer, Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Manamako convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender. Each of the Five Companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like to know more about? You've already met Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Varen chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard. Sai Sahan came from a long line of Red Guard Swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Varen and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Varen's bodyguard, Sai was charged with protecting the entire group. The Tharns are one of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. With his council, Varen was able to seize the Imperial throne years before. Manamako the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness. Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manimarco, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manimarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Baron Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manimarco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Molag Bal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nairn and Oblivion, allowing Manimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the Dark Anchors and initiate the Plane Melt. Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nairn. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Manimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nairn was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Molag Bal the opportunity to disconnect the soul. Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Manimarco and delivered to Coldharbour, the realm of Molag Bal. Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manimarco and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Coldharbour. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Manimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nairn's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Molag Bal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me. Long ago it was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Molag Bal the opportunity he desired. Molag Bal's dark anchors pierce the torn veil and seek to draw Nairn into the depths of Coldharbour. These terrible engines of destruction will appear all throughout Tamriel. If the Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plague mill. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Molag Bal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage? As you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now, and there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. Minimarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents. Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vistage. We must right the wrongs. Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then. Seek me by the sea outside Vocal Tower. Hurry.
A fascinating application of the technique. Welcome. Are you here on Mages Guild business? Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join. Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild. Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
Yes, that's just in line with the third law of arcanodynamics.
Now,
Excellent.
I know some of you are wondering why I ban necromancy in my classroom. Trust me, the smell alone is worth steering clear.
Well met, Adept. I believe I may have a task for you. New members are the lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me. To the north of the city lies the ruin known as Ondel. If you please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find. The ruins of Ondel are a dark and dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept. I am the master of Incunabula, the keeper of tomes. I've come here to inspect the local Arcaneum, the Guild's library. I've dedicated my life to expanding our Guild's knowledge. Standards must be kept. I don't know. It's always a delicious mystery cracking open a book for the first time. They could be anything from ancient recipes for stew to high arcana.
even racy journals penned by elven poets. We have ears everywhere, Adept. An intelligence report fell into my hands that mentioned these tomes. We are neutral in the war for Cyrodiil, and proud of it. That doesn't mean we don't take an interest when the eyes of the Queen notice something. The intelligence arm of the Aldmeri Dominion, personally loyal to Her Majesty Queen Irene. My understanding is that many of their members used to adventure with Her Highness during her wild days.
Now, I know some of you are wondering why I ban necromancy in my classroom. Trust me, the smell alone is worth staring at. Don't let this theory of non-conjoined thaumaturgic vectors through. It's really quite simple. Never, I repeat, never attempt to draw magicka from the environment like this in the field. Disaster will be your only reward. I call this Shalador's legacy. The great man himself was the pioneer of this technique. The system of inter-evocative hermetic harmonic resonance we still use today was developed during the construction of the Crystal Tower. Here you can see the third law of arcane pyrodynamics in action, class. Do not treat these concepts lightly. Inter-evocative hermetic harmonic resonance we still use today was developed during the construction of the Crystal Tower. I call this Shalador's legacy. The great man himself was the pioneer of this technique. Here you can see the third law of arcane pyrodynamics in action, class. Do not treat these concepts lightly. Never, I repeat, never attempt.
You must be here to learn the craft, yes? Your alliance covers my considerable fees, allowing me to impart my knowledge at no cost to you. If you prove yourself, I'll certify you as competent to fulfill crafting writs. Crafting writs are daily requests for crafted goods. You must be a certified crafter to fulfill them. Prove you know what you're doing, and I'll certify you. I'm authorized to train and certify provisioners, alchemists, and enchanters. If this interests you, we should begin immediately. Certainly. Please, food and drink. Anything that warms the belly, reinvigorating body and mind. If you choose to learn this art, I will impart the culinary knowledge I acquired over the course of potions of all kinds, glyphs to empower weapons, armor, and jewelry with magical properties. I can teach you how to wreath your axe with flame. I suppose I should mention Milleneth. She certifies blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers. If you're into that sort of thing. Good. We should begin while things are busy for neither of us. There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me? Alchemists are masters of the elixir. They trap magic in a bottle for later use. But I can only certify you in one discipline. As with master chefs, every alchemist must assemble the right components before crafting a special concoction. Are you so capable? We shall see. Yes, every alchemical mixture requires a solvent, a pure liquid base, and reagents such as... There's a quiet area nearby with mountain flowers and columbine. A fresh source of water can't be far from them. If you find nothing there, venture into the wild, in the wilderness. You'll find herbs, flowers, and mushrooms all around. These make the best reagent. When you're ready, meet me at the alchemy station.
Fivefold veneration.
Welcome, friend. Don't believe my sister over at Skywatch. I breed the best mares on the island. Just use...
Locate a solvent and some reagents so you may craft them. An apprentice of mine tried to use seawater as a solvent. I had him drink the results. He agreed it was a terrible idea after he finished retching. Good. Now go to an alchemy station. Use a solvent and 2 differing reagents to craft a potion. The reagents must possess common traits, or you'll waste all components. You see, alchemy. Open your knapsack and place them in your mouth. The first time you consume a reagent, you'll learn its most rudimentary trait. True, some taste quite foul. Potions have far too many benefits to recount. Expect them to have... Blend the solvent's purity with the reagent's traits. Return to me when you've crafted a potion. Your potions have a slight fizz to them, but your skill with admixtures is unquestioned. Far better than my former apprentice. You are now authorized to obtain and fulfill alchemy writs. May your elixirs remain potent and your reagents fresh. Your command of the crafts is impressive, but not yet in totality. I am still capable of instructing you. A provisioner condenses the essence of ingredients into food or drink. A true artist. Provisioning is a rewarding yet grueling profession. Gruel, you see. I am capable of levity, on occasion. First, you'll need a recipe and some ingredients. Then you shall roast a pig. Yes, I hope you don't think it beneath you. As bards learn lyrics before singing them, provisioners must work from recipes. A recipe specifies volume, proportion, and preparation time. Understanding these principles is key. I keep an old rival's recipe nearby. Go, find and memorize it. Provisioners are quite secretive, but all is fair in brews and stews. Some provisioners hide recipes in old drawers or shelves, thinking themselves clever. Better to memorize the recipe. Then others cannot possibly learn your secrets. Should coin be of no issue to you, guilds often sell such items in their guild stores. You may also trade with an ally.
never ends.
What?
The system of inter-evocative hermetic harmonic resonance we still use today was developed during the construction of the Crystal Tower.
Roast pig is an easy recipe to learn, but difficult to master. Provisioners are only as good as their ingredients. The fewer the better. Simplicity of pairing is key. Now, go find ingredients for roast pig. Barrels, sacks of grain, kitchens, of course. It's food. Should coin be of no issue to you, guilds often sell such items. Once you return with the ingredients, we'll determine whether... I've always believed the hunt for ingredients is its own reward. Now, the moment of truth. Go to a cooking pot with your ingredients and follow the recipe. Return to me with the results, so your worth as a cook may be judged. Ingredients? One is solid, the other liquid. Quality food and drink boosts your energy, and a full belly lasts for quite some time. A provisioner's fare is much healthier than any old slop you... Bring me your culinary creation. Interesting scent. Do I detect a hint of Wamasu? No, that can't be right. Not how I do it, of course, but interesting enough to pass certification. You may now fulfill provisioning writs. Keep your pots... Your command of the crafts is impressive, but not yet in totality. I am still capable of instructing you. Enchanters harness the possibility of runes, transforming them into the certainty of glyphs. I'll teach you, but I can only focus on one certification at a time. Is this agreeable? potency, essence, and aspect. All beneath the stars bear these component concepts. When combined, they form glyphs, which add enchantments to items. Absolutely, for such is the essence of enchanting. Runes of potency, essence, and aspect. I know of a cache outside this town. It is a rare exception for runes to be clustered so close together. So there are many places one can find runes, but the ancient ruins of Tamriel are where I look first. Outside, primarily. You can find me at the enchanting station.
Saved our high and mighty queen, eh? Ha! Naaman should have had the crown.
Once you recover 3 runes, one each of potency, essence, and aspect, we shall begin the enchanting process. You likely notice their distinctive flares of light. We begin at the enchanting table. There you will combine a rune of potency, essence, and aspect. This simple puzzle forms a glyph. Now go, piece them together. Each glyph is best suited for weapons, armor, or jewelry. Simply place the glyph upon an... Indeed you can. Bring the glyph to any enchanting station. There you can extract it to recover some rune.
Jora Oko Ta.
Craft a glyph using a rune of potency, essence, and act. You should attach it to an item so you can see the enchantment's effects. You are now certified to full. You show promise in every discipline I certify. Perhaps you seek to challenge my position as thrice accredited master craftsman. If so, Millenith offers blacksmith, clothier, and woodworking certification. I last saw her at the local Fighters Guild. Certainly. Please. Decades ago, before all the trouble, I was a renowned chef in Cyrodiil. I had engaged an exclusive contract to provide the Mages Guild in their travels, providing food and drink that wouldn't spoil when carried. Broiling fish, forging glyphs, or mixing potions, it's all recipes and ingredients. I proved the theory when I joined the ranks of the Mages Guild. Mastered both crafts within 3 years, not that I'm bragging. Certainly. Please.
Next time I'm in the field, I think I'll bring a great war hammer.
Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else. Prove you know your way around a forge and I'll certify you. I want you to craft a Yes. You have to... There's a place out... When you're ready, meet me at the blacksmithing station. You're back. I take it you've... Refining ore into ingots is a good way to build your muscles. Well, in one eye. Bring the iron ore to a blacksmithing station. If you have enough, you can refine them into iron ingots. Really put your back into it. When you have iron ingots, return. If you're in a guild, check... Bring some iron ore to a blacksmithing station. Refining ore into ingots is a good way to build your muscles. Well, in one arm. Best to switch every... Go to the blacksmithing station and craft an iron dagger. Nothing fancy. You shouldn't need more than 2 iron ingots. Oh, and you'll need a... Every race has a traditional material they work into their weapons and armor. For example, the Imperial style material is nickel. The High Elf style material is adamantite. See what you can do with that. You can learn how to craft with another race's style material by studying racial motif books. They're quite rare, mostly held by... The High Elf style material is adamantite.
You're here to work metal, yeah? Check my wares before you get your hands dirty. You'll find something worth buying. You're here to work metal. We put hammer to anvil to... Well, the piece...
Craft an iron dagger. You'll need some iron ingots and a style material. The trick is the style material, but I'm sure you know. Next is deconstruction. You learn a lot when you break something into parts, even more so when it's someone else's work. Go deconstruct your dagger. You'll regain some components, of course, but the real trick is to deconstruct another crafter's work. You can learn far more by... You certainly know your way around a forge. You're a blacksmith, and let none tell you otherwise. Of course. I'll get you certified right away, so you can... Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else. A good woodworker sees the final product before cutting the first block of wood. But I can't teach 2 crafts at once. I want to know if you can craft a maple bow. First, absolutely. Bows are challenging. I want to know if you can craft a maple bow. Absolutely. There's a place near... I'll meet you over at the woodworking station.
5-fold venerations, my...
Your tenacity, mortals.
Look for rough maple in forested areas. You should avoid cutting a rough maple log with a wasp nest inside. It's rather unpleasant. Bring the rough maple to a woodworking station. As long as you have enough, you can refine it into sanded maple. Return to me when you've done that, and we'll talk about crafting a maple bow. If you're in a guild, check the guild stores. They often have raw materials and refined goods for sale. Guild rule. You can't run, you can't keep up. Bring some rough maple to a woodworking station and refine it into sanded maple. I prefer to work with maple. It's reliable, plentiful, rarely full of wasps. Craft a maple bow at a woodworking station. You'll need sanded maple, also a style. Every race has a traditional material. The High Elf style material is adamantite.
The teeth on these. Certainly.
Fight Daedra if you're dead. Craft a maple bow. Bring some sanded maple to a wood. A good bow will get you far in life. Making good bows will get... Excellent! Now we can talk about deconstruction. You grow as a woodworker when you disassemble your own creation. I've seen everything I need to see. You're a fine... Certainly. You're more than qualified to fulfill... There's only one more certification I can provide. If you need training, if you convince me you know how to use a needle and thread, I'll certify. Show me you can craft a pair of homespun gloves. First, you'll collect some raw jute, then return here and refine it. Finally, of course, I spotted some... I'll meet you over at the clothing station.
Five folk.
Search grassy areas in the wilderness for raw. Raw jute is plentiful if you know where to look. Just don't chew on it. It can really take the raw jute to a clothing station. If you have enough, you can easily refine. If you're in a guild, check the guild store. Before you make the gloves, when I'm refining jute, head to the clothing station and craft a pair of... Craft a pair of... You know, wonderful. Now for deep... You're more than capable. Already done. You'll now be able to fulfill Truly, I never expected. Truly, I'm...
Something catch you. Something catch you.
Fivefold veneration.
If you're working in cloth...
I recognize you. You were talking with Selmo in the courtyard earlier. I heard about what happened with Estonia. This guardsman is from the village of Sisalen. They're under attack. He managed to say something about the first Auradon Marines before he succumbed to his wounds. Something about a fire, the village ablaze. With Estonia's death, we're a bit disorganized. Please, you handled the captain so well. Go to Sisalen, northwest of Volkagard. Find the Conan Reeve or his daughter Elenwyn.
guiding us through life and protecting us from harm.
Greetings, Milksop. You must be lost. This is where Undaunted drink, not Milksops. Now go away, Milksop. This one does not want to catch your... You've probably fought what? Some mud crabs and malnourished bandits? Undaunted tackle the big things. Scary things. Found only in the dark places of the world. Things with flesh-eating fists, hungry for your face. We are thrill-seeking adventurers, everyone. We aren't mercenaries like the Fighters Guild, or patriots like the Dominion. We fight to prove we're the toughest of the litter. You want in? You'll have to prove yourself. That's the spirit. What's a centuries-old cursed bloodline in the face of unmitigated bravado? Enter the banished cells, stay a while, maybe bother a ghost. If you come out alive, see me at the tavern in Volkelgard. We'll talk more then. This one doesn't help. This one has already done his due diligence, seen his share of dangerous delves. His job is strictly to send the uninitiated head first into unknowable terror. But good luck in there. You'll come back with a story for sure. We're experienced adventurers. We can teach you skills and tactics a soldier cannot. Our battlefields are the deeps of Tamriel. There's also a cache of weapons and equipment found on our adventures for sale. Much more exotic than the local. Out by the old Release tombs, you'll find the banished cells. It's just a rumor, but I've heard there's an undead king there. And he's quite a handful for those who guard him. Sounds worthy of a visit. How often do you get to see an undead king?
The Veiled Heritance is behind this madness, I'm sure of it. Can't you smell the smoke? Syl Salen is under attack. I barely got my father out alive. The cannon reeve, almost slain. These brutes may wear the uniforms of the First Oridon Marines, but they're imposters. They're agents of the Veiled Heritance, I'm sure of it. Teldur, my father's assistant, is trying to organize a defense. You look capable. Will you help Syl Salen? We'll be waiting in the barn down the road. Good luck in there. There's not much time. What do you need to know? Elanwen, I run an inn here in town, but if you don't hurry up, they'll have it burned to the ground. My father, and the man standing beside me, silly fool. Elanwen, I run an inn here in town, but if you don't hurry up, he's in the town square, just over the bridge. You must hurry. He's hopeless. We were expecting an attachment from the First Oridon Marines to prepare for the Queen's visit. Then this lot arrived and started killing and burning. Why would the Queen send men to attack her loyal subjects? It makes no sense. But it would be just the sort of ruse the Veiled Heritance would use to undermine her authority. A group of Altmer isolationists who hate outsiders. They think the Queen has been corrupted by our alliance with the Bosmer and Khajiit and seek to overthrow her.
Are you insane? Can't you see the town is under... Did she? How do I know you're not one of the imposters? Fine. Grab that bucket from the well and put out the fires. If you find any villagers, tell them they need to evacuate until it's safe. What are you waiting for? Move like you have a purpose. Refuse to answer an outsider's pointless questions, for one. I'll catch up with you at the barn later.
I can't believe it. Free! I can't believe it. Free!
The fires are under control, thanks to you. We'll be a long time in rebuilding, but your bravery was...
I'd almost given up hope.
Thank the Eight. Quickly, untie us! Captain Tendil of the 1st Auridon Marines. We were sent here at the behest of Her Royal Majesty, Queen Irene. We walked into a trap. Agents of the... We have a stash at the farm near the edge of town. Return them to us. I'll personally see that every last imposter dies screaming for mercy! Thank you. I'll untie the rest. You get that gear for us.
From the sides!
Any luck?
We'll gear up and patch our wounds. In the meantime, find out who's behind this conspiracy. I'll send one of my best men along with you to help loosen some tongues. Stars guide your steps.
Thank the eight I found you. Tel'Dor has betrayed us. Tel'Dor asked Canon Reeve Villano for a word outside. When they didn't return, I went to look for them. I caught a glimpse of them heading towards the manor. Tel'Dor was holding a knife to our home, the Canon Reeve's residence. Tel'Dor's quarters are there as well. Please, Tel'Dor must answer for you. Go ahead. Perhaps the Veiled Heritance offered him wealth or power. They may have even The front door is heavily guarded and almost certainly locked, but one of the guards should have a key. I've also heard there's an underground entrance, an old smuggling tunnel that leads to the beach. That might be your best bet.
Canon Reeve betrayed us. Betrayed us all. I found proof. Canon Reeve Villano, member of the Veiled Heritance, didn't want to believe. I confronted him. He tried to escape. Captured him. Brought him here. His men were waiting. No. Too late for me. Must go. Stop Villano before he escapes.
veiled heretics and get to tell the tale.
Justice is done. I must return to my squad. Farewell.
Your valiant rescue of the first Auridon Marines was well-timed. They've driven off the last of the imposters. What news of the traitor Tel'Dor? Was Canon Reeve Villano injured? My father was a traitor to the crown? Orchestrated an assault on his own people? Why? Why would you do this, father?
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure. Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Cold Harbor. She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molag Bal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that door. Tread carefully in Molag Bal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you. After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. She toils endlessly making weapons for the enemy. The God of Schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me, and thus created a chink in his own armor. We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. He feels my presence, and it fills him with rage. When you enter the Foundry to recover Lyris, it will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molag Bal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this manner whenever you travel there.
You're alive. Then he's still alive. Thank the gods. You don't understand. It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented. I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'm an empty shell. And the fragments are reflections of my... I'll do my best. Lead on. These lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. The guards don't even beat them anymore. This can't be. It looks like my childhood home in Skyrim. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. Never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you?
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are! Your mind and soul are already ours. Abandon your pathetic rescue.
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gjaldr, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end. I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here? Lyris, is this true, child?
You're always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you. More than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here.
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps this time.
50? Let's hope the beast gets a lashing.
All right, let's get back to it. Act natural.
Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. Excellent. I'm ready. It's good to be back in my armor again. Watch your step. All the mining has made these tunnels unstable. Abner Thorn, you traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Money Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe. It's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Daedric blood, old friend? My axe. Oh, it feels good to have it back. I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. But it's odd. The blind hatred I felt when I saw him, better, stronger.
Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? I feel powerful enough. We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide. But now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through it. Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving. Did you hear that? That sounded like... No. It couldn't be. Sai, what's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris, I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what else they throw at us. Nothing's going to keep me from helping Sai. It's the source of all my fears. I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me. Myself from a distance. Disconnected. Now, this is the best I've felt in years. Like I've been reborn.
Lyris-chan, are you alright?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Mannimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of her. And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred. What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Mannimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Mannimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But for now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on. Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right. Farewell, Vestige. time comes, I will call upon you once more.